You can see how thick those pines are behind me. I'll have Abram walk back through there in a second. But you can see how quick Abram disappears back in there. He's only 1, 2, 3 rows of pines deep. The idea is on this edge where they can get enough sunlight, we're going to try to thin some of this real small junky stuff out and set a fire to it this spring. I'm going to take a stroll back through here. We'll have it before and after. You see there's nothing back here, and just pine needles. These are loblolly pines that are the bigger trees, and all this in the understory are Virginia pine. Hopefully the fire takes care of a whole lot of those. It'll be a few weekends in a row probably. We'll just get to work. So we're, I don't know, 50, 70 feet back in here now. Made a pretty good dent in this. All these little poplar stumps we left, I think they'll sprout even after we run a fire through here. And all this duff, we can at least get it chewed up. We should have some vegetation in here later on. What do you think?
I'm excited. Tell them what you're doing.
Fixing it. Got to the end of day one and can see the daylight back through there. Just got to get all these things that we laid over cleaned up. So we got this edge. Already looks very different up through here. Got a million little stumps up in here. And there's a pretty good amount of sunlight already reaching back in here now. We got a pretty good fire break made where we can run it right back over there to that opening. Hope all these stobs that we left get enough sunlight to sprout back.
the other day?
On order?
Oh, no.
Wait
Look at the
till
video.
after the Ohio trip.
Do what?
Wait till after my Ohio type order. Because I want to see it. You got 30 days to return it.
When are you going to Ohio?
2 weeks. I'm going to take off on Friday morning at 2 o'clock. Come back this afternoon.
Y'all planning on hunting up there this year?
I hope so, but I don't know.
Well, if y'all go this year, I'm gonna go.
You won't be able to.
It's cool this year. It's college. It's important. Especially after all the money we're gonna be making off this YouTube deal.
Yeah.
You can see how open this is from way back here. You can tell how open it is on camera. It's pretty wide fire break.
I'll have to come in one day with a leaf blower and blow out all the duff for our fire break. But you can see back through there, it's pretty clean. And all those loblolly poles are sticking out pretty good now. Pretty easy to see through there. Quite a bit of sunlight getting down through here. That's what we were after. There's a lot of fuel in there, and I was concerned if we left that standing that the fire would be able to climb up into the tops of these. I definitely don't want to crown them. So we took the extra amount of work and time to get them all cut down. Unless I get some fire in there, nothing's going to walk through there much. So here's a close-up of what is right next to where we've worked on. We'll be able to keep a pretty good tab on the difference that we've made there. We're going to test the pros. I'm sure there'll be 14 deer bedded here tonight. There'll be 52 turkeys here tomorrow, of which several of them will have multiple beards and 3-inch spurs. We've got about an 8-acre cutover. Got about a 2-acre plot started here. Should have cleaned up by next year. And then we're going to have this burn area adjacent to it. Should set up for a pretty good spot here. Abram, thanks for your help, pal. Have to get back in a couple weeks for part 2.